Hello, hello. Okay, so we're here from 6 until 9 tonight. And I need to turn down Harry because I believe the YouTube police will stop me. We're going to go into our first sprint of 35 minutes, a 10-minute break in between each 35-minute sprint, and then we will check in after. Right now, we are focusing on inspiration. Where do you get your inspiration from? And tonight, I'll be working on my current work in progress to put in some words towards our April's Rough Draft Challenge in Hearts Breathing's community. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys on the other side of 35 minutes. Just have under 2 minutes left of that sprint. Around 30 seconds. And we're in break time. I got to tell you guys, this is kind of personal. I hurt my spine last fall, and they put me on like heavy duty medication. I just kept working, thinking, oh, I'm fine. And I remember rewriting a chapter that I'm looking for right now because it's not in the current copy for some reason, and I can't find it anywhere. I know I wrote it because I changed like the perspective of something, and I cannot find it. So I'm not exactly sure what I did. I don't know if I'm going to have these problems going forward. I swear, I'm glad it was actually Angela in one of the Double Down days that said to me, Sarah, stop writing because you don't know what's going to happen. And she was completely right. Completely right. Okay, let's see. Miranda's in the house. Hello, Hearties. Music and wandering in the woods. The woods as a kid. I miss the woods here, so just sitting outside helps. It's nice. It's a beautiful day out there today. Quirky characters inspire me, real and imaginary. So do you go people watching, Lizzie, or like characters on TV, or the ones that you're actually writing? Jenna's here. Hey, hey. I'm okay today. I was off today due to I got a treatment done yesterday, and I try to let them settle in as much as possible because it wasn't good over the weekend. And I'm feeling a lot better today, thank you. We groomed the dog and tried to do a little bit of a tidy, made dinner. It's over there. I'm gonna turn the camera off in the next sprint to eat it while I look for this chapter. I was logged in early but still got here late. LOL. Validating story arcs for the series and almost done with book 2. Should be another hour to wrap up. That's amazing. So was that your rough draft challenge goal? Jenna, music, so much music, a rotation of classical, classic rock, alt rock, European symphonic metal, Japanese pop rock. That's amazing, Jenna. Like a lot of different varieties of music. I do the same thing. I have 6 or 7 different playlists in Spotify, but the real ones are actually in my Apple Music. Specific artists who are not part of the genres listed above. That's very good. And that's okay. They have a mind of their own, don't they? Okay, Lizzie, my first sprint was the shower sprint. Now I'm ready to write. It's always nice to be clean and fresh before you sit down for the evening. Angelique, I think music and nature are things that inspire me most. Sometimes a story, I see a movie and TV will make me think, what if? Yeah, mine was an actor. Well, is an actor. It's not really a was situation. Havron, hello. Miranda, I'm beta reading now on my phone, needs to charge, so I'm going to switch to reading a paperback for the next sprint. I have YouTube on the TV and listen to classic rock ballads. Love songs have been my thing for the last 3 years, and I'm just like a big pile of mush. Big pile of mush. Lizzie, oh yes, you cannot talk while waiting in line near me without a story being made up about you. Really? That's interesting. I usually just talk to them about their lives, but you actually like stand there, listen, and then make up stories. That's pretty good for your imagination. Miss Page, Rough Draft Challenge goal is to validate the first 8 arcs and draft the lead magnet. I'm on book 5 for the first pass and book 2 for the second pass. Book 5 is heavy, so I wanted to corral the plot. Interesting. So if you publish, do you plan on publishing them all at once? Because I'm going to do mine probably in 3-month increments, so I kind of want them all done and just like do the last phases, like the covers and whatnot, while the 3-month clock is ticking. Angelique Atkinson, oh, the people watching does that for me. I like to make up stories for what is happening, conversations being had, that sort of thing, LOL. Yeah, that's kind of a neat perspective. I used to write in public, and then I got to a place where I had to really concentrate on what I was doing, so that had to stop for a bit. Now here, I find sometimes it takes me a little while to get into it because I'm watching the clock and whatnot, but it definitely gets me documenting things a little bit more than I generally would. I would generally just type away for hours on end. With these little breaks, it allows me to document the process a little bit more. Maybe I wouldn't be missing the chapter that I'm missing if I had have documented at that time. This page, yeah, will probably take 4 at a time through each phase. I have a premise for 15 plus stories, but solid outlines for 8. It's amazing. I have 9 novels planned, and people say to me all the time, like, where does it come from? It just arrives for me. Like, I don't really know where it comes from. It's kind of just like a gift waiting to be discovered, and I'm very blessed for it. That's something that I am very aware of. Angelica had a scene up and disappear on me once. Never did find it, and when I redrafted, it just wasn't the same. I don't know if it's going to be the same or not, because again, it was like they had me on a lot of medication at that time because I couldn't stand on my own. So, and it was like heavy nerve pain, like the fire and the ice and whatnot. So, I don't know if it was any good or if it wasn't. I do know what the premise was, though, because I had to rewrite that chapter because it occurred to me in doing research on the genre that I was looking at things from a me perspective, which is very optimistic. And if you were to take like a 200-year-old ghost story, most people wouldn't look at it optimistically, right? It would be a pessimistic view. You would give those ghosts kind of a negative connotation, not a positive one. So I changed that perspective, and now I have to rewrite it, I guess, because I can't find it. In the meantime, I published for my mom. help other sweet romance authors hybrid publish, and coach a couple of indie authors. That's an amazing page. We should talk. Because I am doing open door romance at the moment. It's very contemporary though. It's sweet, but it's they're naked a lot. Have you tried doing a full search by the dates you wrote it? That's next. I did a search by the chapter name, looked through all of those because it was one of the first chapters written. So there's about 12 different drafts for that chapter. And then in the full piece of drafts, let's see if it changed there, and it's not. And then I tried searching it by like the main words and the main names, and it's not there either. So they're naked a lot. That's the whole reason the books came to be to begin with. Fingers are giggling. It's an interesting story. It's a novel, so I'm very blessed for my life and the way that these all conspire. It's heart touching, really soul overwhelming sometimes. When I was on heavy meds for my back, I found my naming convention went out the window. Well, Angelique, that's what Angela had said to me. She said, Sarah, stop, you're going to wreck your manuscript, because she had a similar experience. I had never thought about it at that point. I was like off work and poking around in this thing for a month and a half before anybody told me, hey, no. So now I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, what did I do? So I got to go back like 2 drafts, and it's a lot. Luckily enough, when I go into book 2 and book 3, I didn't do any learning mechanisms in those as a new writer. I just wrote the 0 draft and left it, went back to book 1. And then I haven't really touched them since. Like I just write in note pages, like different ideas and different chapters to then be like put in. So I'm okay that way. We're talking. We're talking and we're way over our limit. Let's go work for a bit. I'm gonna hit mute. 20 seconds left. And we're in the break. How did everybody do? I ate dinner and still cannot find that chapter. I even searched through the dates. So maybe I deleted it. I don't know. It's okay though, because I remember it in my brain. So I'll just retype it out and see where we end up. And then I asked you guys, what was your goals for the virtual writing retreat this weekend? I do believe the schedule is going to go up shortly. I am hoping, because I am so far behind on my end goal of 100,000, I did switch it to 75,000 words, because like the majority of the stuff is like I'm just retyping it and making it sound a little bit more cohesive, and taking out things that have been duplicated and whatnot. So it realistically should go pretty smoothly if I have the time and focus to sit down and do it. So I'm hoping for 40,000 words over the weekend. I do have a planner meetup to go to on Saturday, but I don't know if I'm kind of trying to justify it. I was actually just in the midst of texting somebody to see how long we're going to be where we're going to be. But yeah, so 40,000 words I think is my goal. I took off Friday from work, and so Friday and Sunday and Saturday night. So we'll see. We shall see. Otherwise, I might stay home Saturday and be productive. Hang out with everyone, because it's always a busy weekend, right? We get to see people that we generally don't see. Okay, so where were we? I was here. And I'm sorry for turning my camera off, but I made roasted salmon and asparagus and an arugula salad. And arugula is like long, so when it goes in your mouth, it's not very gracious. So I didn't want you to have to watch me eat that. I need to get my word count in for RDC. I'm so far behind. Shake my head. So do you know what your word count is? Like, what is your goal for that? You might get disconnected. Hopefully you're still here. Jenna, Friday and Sunday, I have a book in May and a book in June I want to publish to prep. Plus client edits coming up due. For Saturday, I am at a fair event in York, Pennsylvania. Telltale Steampunk. I want to go to one of those, like dress up as a fairy and just go have a good time. Lainey, I was in the other sprint thingy, but I'm here now. Thingy. My goal will be to first edit past half of a book. So do you have a page count for that half of the book, Lainey? Do you like physically know what you're looking at? I have a 50K goal to get caught up to where I need to be to finish on goal. We shall see. What's your general like day count? Like if you had a whole day to sit at the computer with breaks and everything, because it's very important to take breaks, like go for a walk and do the thing. What can you pump out? This is going to be my first time doing this, like massive of a word count. So it's going to be interesting to me. I'm going to track it on one of those large Post-it notes just to see how we do. Angelique, I am going off now. Oh, you're going to log off now. My hair is screaming for a wash and I'm getting a headache. Okay, hon, you have a good night. Thank you for being here. Liz, eating asparagus and arugula looks like some kind of rodeo. Exactly. So it would have been rude of me to do it here publicly and then have it saved so that you could go back to it and watch it for your viewing pleasure and be like, wow, Sarah really doesn't know how to use a fork. Goal is 100K for the weekend. You have 8K. Okay, no, for the month. So for the weekend, did you tell me already? 50K. Okay. Okay. 50K you might be able to do. Do you have all 3 days free? 22 chapters, I think, for the weekend, Lainey. 22 is a lot. Angelique, I can get over 10K a day, no problem if I have a solid session. But yeah, it's been a while since I have logged. It's going to be a learning experience for me. And it takes me a while to like really get in flow. Like it probably takes me about an hour to really settle in and like get into it and get like down and dirty with the two of them. And then like the small town as well, and all the characters in the small town. Once I'm in, if I can stay in, it's great. Like if I had 2 weeks, I could probably finish this book and get half of 2 done, but that's not feasible. Angelique, no in total. Okay. I think we can do it, guys. I'm going to put down right now, my goal is 40,000 words for Friday morning to Sunday evening. And you guys can hold me accountable on Monday morning at 6 o'clock when I go live. And I'm frazzled. But I'll be happy that I got it done. Yep, for the weekend. Yes, I do. I cleared my calendar as soon as I got the dates. In fact, I'll even put a post in the Hardy group of what my goal will be. And if you guys want to join along with me, please do. Lainey writes a lot. Yep, it's a lot, but I'm on a deadline. Miss Page, having a bite of cheese and crackers so I can go for a little longer. Tonight is my parents' 52nd anniversary. That is really sweet. And your mom's 2nd anniversary without dad, so we're going over to watch old family movies. Oh, well, I'm sorry about your father. My deepest condolences there. It never gets easier, no matter how many years go by. But congratulations. Because like if it had of like it would have lasted to 50 seconds, like 52 years. And that's a beautiful thing. You don't see many relationships go that long anymore out of love. Angelique Atkinson, I think we can do it also. I'm highly motivated. LOL. We can be frazzled together. I'm going to get out my large Post-it tonight, Angelique. I'm going to put 40,000 down. And I'm going to put it behind me because I have to wash the wall behind me. And with my back issues right now, I can't. So I'll put it behind me for the weekend and I'll update it all weekend long. I think we can do it also. I'm highly motivated, LOL, frazzled together. I will look frazzled. My hair is like fizzy today because it's slightly humid. And I shaved the dog down right before I got on. I shaved the dog down, put dinner in the oven, and then got online with you guys. Miss Page, thank you. He was my favorite human, and they're a romance story worth telling forever. I really hope that one day we can like sit down on the phone or live or whatever and just and talk about it. I really like to hear about people, like how they met and how they fell in love, and yeah, all love stories are interesting. I really do believe that. And like a miracle in their own right, because it's hard to find like love that's gonna stick with you these days, especially in our super fast and plastic world we live in at the moment. Yeah, my heart goes out to you guys. Okay, we're going into, I think, our last sprint for the night. No, we have a couple more. So it's 7:30. Is it 7:30? So we'll be 35 minutes. hopefully. Is it set for 35 minutes? I'm second guessing myself now. Now we're at the part of the show where Sarah goes a little crazy. Okay, so 35 minutes. So we'll see you a little bit after 8. I'm going to make some plans for the week, what to tackle, and I'm going to get out the Post-it note. And then we're going to go from there. See you on the other side, guys. Just under 2 minutes left. Definitely have time for one more sprint. Under 30 seconds. Okay, guys, how'd you do? I set out my goal sheet for the weekend, wrote everything out, kind of figured out a rough goal. So if I was to do 40,000 words this weekend to go toward my RDC goal, it would be 13,334 words. I sent out the text to find out when we're supposed to be out on Saturday, and then I'll have to make that decision. Friday, I have a laundry service coming, so I'll have to deal with that, both pickup and return. Because for some reason, I go to physiotherapy still because I broke my arm in January. And I can do everything, and they're like, you heal really, really well. Like everything's looking way ahead of like a normal person's schedule. So that's all great. But I can't turn my wrist in certain directions, and it's only blow drying my hair and laundry for some reason. So they just want me to be careful about that, because if I pop something due to strain, to have to go in now, like it's such a waste. So it is what it is. Blowouts and laundry service. Miss Page, yes, the world needs more love stories. It really does. It really does, especially with everything we see every day. I would totally, more or less, rather spend my day listening to somebody talk about how their grandparents fell in love than what we get exposed to. Now, Angelique took off. Nighty night, gang. And Angela's in the house, and she's still here. Did you tell them where we're going yet? We were just talking goals for the weekend. What are your goals for the weekend, Momjula? I would like to know. Havren, hello, Angela. Havren, I am reading tonight, but it is a stressful chapter, so I closed the app, and I need a break. I can understand that. I need to read it, but also don't want to. But I can't finish the book if I don't read it. Being an adult is hard. Sometimes you just need that 5-minute like walk away. Go get a drink, like check something out, go put a face mask on, calm yourself down, and then go back to it. I sometimes do that with horror movies. Like if you're not gonna, like if you know it's a particularly scary one, that you know, I'm probably not going to want to watch this alone in the house at night. You know what I mean? Like on a winter night when it's like dark at 4. This is not the movie to watch this evening. I'll watch it in the weekend during the day. And then my dog is so whiny tonight. I really don't know what she wants. I cut her hair, and since I cut her hair, she's been such a suck. I don't know if you guys hear her moaning and groaning over there. Now she's looking at me like I betrayed her. Being an adult is hard. Angela. Liz, by some miracle, I found a couple of pages that I hand wrote at a write-in instead of bringing my gigantic, ridiculous laptop. Free words. That's amazing, Liz. You can take a picture with your phone and copy paste it in. Evening, Angela Hester Books, happy Tuesday. And just saying hi. I will be traveling to Seattle. I mean, for the virtual writing retreat. I don't think you or Sarah are going to be around much this weekend, are you? Liz, she wants her hair back. She probably does. Like, seriously, I shaved her. It took maybe half an hour. And since then, it's been like whining and whining and crying and whining. I fed her dinner thinking that was the thing. Still going. She just went to bed. I think she's realizing that I'm complaining about her. She probably just wants to play, like break the stress kind of a deal. So yeah, so here we are. It is Tuesday night, and we're talking goals for the weekend. So I'll have to do 13,334 words. I will be hosting sprints Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that's 2 hours out of the time that, like, hosting sprints, you get quite a bit done, but it's not like where you hit the flow and you just keep going. So I have to consider that in my timing of things, and then the other stuff going on. If Saturday's like we're leaving at 8 in the morning and getting at home just before I have to go live, then I might not go, because this is a priority right now in my life, and I really want to get it done. But at the same time, a friend of mine was quite ill, so I'd like to go see her. I picked out some stickers for the Post-it notes. They're hung in the other room. And there's 2 hanging beside each other that have been waiting for me to put a map of America on there. And I haven't done it yet. But I don't think I need to. So I probably am just not going to do it, because it's just a step that I don't need. I did find a note today that I've worked this kind of tale into the main female character's family. That's a tradition that's not of my culture, but it's of a friend's culture. And it just kind of came up one day while we were talking, and it involves a piece of jewelry that's quite popular in that culture. So I think I'm going to, I don't want to throw out the handwritten note is what I'm trying to say. It's kind of sentimental now. And like, we named the character everything. She wrote everything down for me and like what to look up. And I want to keep the note for prosperity, because she's I just love the woman that I'm talking about. Like, she's sunshine in a room all the time. So I want to keep that note forever. I got to figure out a place to put it so that it does not go away. I think it's probably best in the series Bible. Friday, you will be plotting and packing. Saturday is travel. Sunday is up in the air regarding work. I should be able to work in the evening. You're on vacation, though. Angela, you're on vacation. Havren, we are going to London in virtual writing retreat. At least some host said so. Oh, okay. I plan on having afternoon tea. I don't know if anybody wants to like join me. We have a British food store in our town, and I'm gonna go look for clotted cream, and I might make some scones because, you know, I'm crafty. And then dinners. One day I'm going to do fish and chips, and the next day I'm going to do shepherd's pie. I'll probably make the shepherd's pie on Thursday, though, just so that it doesn't. Yeah, absolutely. Tea, right? I like to get into things. Like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it well. So we'll probably have tea. I do own a couple of fascinators from weddings. I don't know if they're in this house. So I might look it up on Amazon, just see what they have. And what else could we do? If it is London. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Okay, I just got a message about the time of that. We don't know when it ends, so I gotta figure out when it ends on Saturday. Yeah, so I was thinking to do that. English breakfast tea I don't have in my house, but I need to look that up. Heading out for a break. Take care, all. Have fun, Jenna. And then we are going into, I think, our last sprint. Yep, it'll be our last one of the evening. So get to work, guys. I'll see you on the other side. And I'm going to be searching for that lost chapter still, or I just might start a new one. I'll tell you on the way out. 30 seconds out from being done. Okay. If anybody's left, how did they go for you? I got, let's see, what's my number count here? 465 words written on that chapter that I couldn't find. I just started fresh with the version before that. And started inputting things. And then I got a few messages because it's a friend's birthday today. And we were just checking in to see how his day was because his wife had planned some surprises. So that was nice. And then I got the plans for Saturday texted to me. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do for that. Let's see. Where are we in the chat? Miss Page is a couple hours away from Seattle, where Angela's going to be. So Angela is saying chat elsewhere so she could work it all out. And then where's a good place if you wanted to meet up? Her mom's anniversary, she'll text you her cell number. XOXO hugs. Thank you for the space plan positives. No problem, Miss Page. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'm sure we'll see you on the weekend for the virtual writing retreat. Liz, thank you for the sprints. Angela, I'm watching Brandon Sanderson's lecture series on writing. Any words to the wise, Angela? And thanks for hosting, Sarah. No problem, anytime, as you know. So yeah, I'm going to keep going for the night. I got a few things to clean up before I settle in because tomorrow's a work day. It's Wednesday. I was off today, so it kind of feels like a Friday. But thank you all for coming and spending time with me. It is always my pleasure to be here with you. And I'll see you on the weekend. So again, virtual writing retreat in Hearts Breathings is here on YouTube and the various places that you join us all to do sprints. Miss Angela will be posting the schedules and all the details on our virtual place that we're headed to. And we'll get up to some mischief this weekend and hopefully a lot of words. 40,000 being my goal for the weekend. And you can come along with me for the ride. Have a great night, guys.